Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jeff at Airtime Sports Cards. Today we are going to do our golf segment on cards. But first, since primarily 99% of the cards we're looking at are going to be from SI for Kids, let me give you a quick little overview on SI for Kids, a little brief history of sorts. Sports Illustrated for Kids trading cards have been produced since January of 1989. Sports Illustrated began producing a kids' version of its magazine at that time, which are still produced and flourishing today. SI for Kids cards have been inserted into each and every issue since the inaugural issue. They're printed on a light cardboard stock paper with perforated edges for separation purposes. It is important to note that grading companies will not grade these cards unless the perforated edges are present. Otherwise, the card is considered cut. They are strictly limited to a print run and the amount of the issues published by the magazine that month, thus rendering them significantly less produced collectibles than their traditional trading card counterparts manufactured in much larger quantities. There are 9 cards per sheet with a select few issues containing an additional 4-card bonus sheet. Since SI Kids cards focused on all sports, some of the less mainstream sport athletes are featured on these cards before any other trading cards. Some of the standout stars which are depicted on these cards have no other trading cards of them at all, licensed or otherwise. So first, let's take a look at the issue really that put Sports Illustrated for Kids cards on the map, and that's the issue that contained the 1996 Tiger Woods rookie card. You see here, December 1996. They had Larry Johnson of the Knicks on front, formerly of the Charlotte Hornets. And if we switch straight to the card sheet here, you will see the Tiger Woods card is center in the 9, which is nice because it didn't get dinged up on the edges. However, when separating the card, it really made it tough to be center on all sides and not have bleeding from the adjacent cards. And the back of the card looks like this. It is card number 536 in the series. And again, it's about the same. The thickness of the card sheet is slightly less than the thickness of a, say, a Topps card, for instance. But it's a light cardboard stock. All right, so let's get into the cards themselves. Again, most of the cards we look at are going to be SI for Kids cards. So let's start off with that Tiger Woods card. It is from 1996, as I said, card number 536. A lot of cards you'll see will have yellowing from the adjacent cards that you saw on the sheet. So it's really tough to find this card without any yellow fraying or bleeding from the adjacent cards, as I said. So just a tough card. Even if it's in poor condition, a Tiger Woods rookie card from SI for Kids is really sought after these days. Especially what he did in 2018, coming back from a couple years absence after having the spinal fusion surgery and whatnot. He's really just transcended the sport, and obviously a very sought-after collectible to have. And the back of the card again, from 1296, card number 536. Now don't confuse that with some you'll see out there if you're looking to buy it on eBay or any other internet avenues. Don't get it mixed up with the 2004 15th anniversary card. Obviously, this one has a different logo at the bottom, has the 15th anniversary, and a completely different back altogether. So, if you see the card for cheap out there and it looks like this, although it is a nice card, it's not the rookie card, and that's, sorry for the glare, but that's the reason for that. Tiger Woods does have some other issues that you may consider purchasing if you are looking for a Tiger Woods rookie card or collection. He has 1997 Grand Slam Ventures card. That's the tall black card you may have seen out there. It doesn't sell for a lot of money. Well, you can find those. They're readily available out there on Craigslist or eBay or Etsy or any of the online sources. I happen to have the 2001 one of the insert autograph cards from that time. Of course, his base card you can find for a few dollars. This is his 2001 Upper Deck Players Inc. Golf card. You see, with a really beautiful on-card auto right there of Tiger Woods. He also has a card on 2001 by SP Authentic, just as limited. I believe a print run of 100 on those as well. Really nice card. But just to go back to the SI Kids cards and all the rest of the Tiger Woods cards, there are 11 others besides the rookie card, which brings a total to a total of 12 Tiger Woods cards produced by SI for Kids. This is his 1999 edition. Again, in his famous red shirt that he wears on Sundays. This would be the next one produced of him in the series from 2002. This one is from 2004. Now, in 2007, the SI for Kids produced two styles of the card sheet inserted in the magazine. This one is the regular issue, and this one is a 3D version. The issue that contained the 3D version also had glasses that came along to view it, sort of make it pop out. So keep in mind, this is a kids magazine, so they did some quirky stuff every now and again for the kids. So, and then his most recent issue card is this one right here, and this one is from, I believe, 2013. I wouldn't be surprised if SI Kids card does produce another, SI for Kids does produce another one, as he's coming off a very successful 2018 campaign. There you see the back of it there. And he did have a whole issue dedicated to him. It was a Tiger Woods commemorative issue where all the cards in it, it had a 4-card sheet where all 4 cards were dedicated to him, celebrating his Masters tournament in 1997, his PGA Championship in 2000, his US Open in 2000, and British Open in 2000. Of course, that's the year where he completed the Tiger Slam. So that's going to do it as far as Tiger Woods cards. We're going to move on to the more current superstar cards, because that seems to be the most real hot collectible out there right now. Everyone wants the big stars that are out there now. So first up, we have the Jason Day card, great young golfer out of Australia. We have the Rickie Fowler card here, one of my favorite cards. So I will show you the version that I have signed and autographed by Fowler. It is by PSA, DNA certified. It's card number 498 in the series. And we'll have to take a look at the back of the card. I think Rickie Fowler's going to win several majors. He's one of the nicest guys out on the tour for sure. Always doing stuff for the youth and so on. Really a great guy. Would love to see him win some majors in his career. Brooks Koepka. Now Brooks Koepka just is coming off of a fantastic 2018 campaign where he won his second US Open in a row. Really just caught fire and is probably the hottest golfer on tour right now. I'm a big fan of his. The guy, injuries aside, which he may not sustain because the guy is built like a NFL linebacker. I have 2 of his autographed cards. One graded by BGS and the other by PSA. He's really an incredible young golfer, which just kills the ball. So fun to watch, and he has a great short game as well. Moving on, Jordan Spieth is really a hot card out there, especially since he really doesn't have any out there on the marketplace. Not by Upper Deck, or I believe he has a signature cuts card in 2015, but he's not even featured on the card. It's just an autograph. So at this point, really, his SI for Kids card is his go-to card. Right here, you see the version in an 8. Great American golfer with a bright career ahead of him. Other recent cards. Danny Willett, he won a major. Dustin Johnson, another huge striker of the ball out there. Really good young golfer. He actually has a 2011 Leaf Metal and Gold auto card that precedes his SI Kids card. So that card was produced 5 years before this one, which was a 2016 card. So look for that if you're a big Dustin Johnson fan and would like to add to your Dustin Johnson collection. Next we have the Justin Thomas rookie card. Another great young golfer out there. Now next we have a Sergio Garcia. Interesting that Sports Illustrated chose not to make a card of him until this one in 2017 because he's been on the tour for quite a while. Broke onto the scene right around the same time as Tiger Woods, and he has a card from that 2001 Upper Deck. I should mention 2001 Upper Deck is really the first set ever produced in mass for production, and then they've been making them ever since. 1981, Donruss made an attempt at golf cards that they had a 1-year set. I mentioned Grand Slam Ventures earlier on the Tiger Woods. They made a set in 1997, but that was it. It was one and done for them. And Odd Brand of Fax Packs made some golf sets in the in the mid to late 80s, but they were overproduced. So really, your SI Kids cards and your current day Upper Deck cards are really your go-to cards if you're looking to expand your golf collection. Jordan Spieth, we looked at that earlier when we saw the graded card. This was his second card. This was an all-star version of him. Andrew Landry, young golfer on the PGA Tour. Matthew Wolff. Billy Horschel. Will Zalatoris. Jimmy Walker. Ryan Moore. Another good young golfer on tour, Maverick McNeely. Scotty Scheffler. Now this next youngster, Xander Schauffele, he has no other cards out there by any manufacturer. And if you haven't seen this kid golf, wow, he's got ice water running through his veins. I saw him putt at some of the majors this year, and he'll drain a 20-footer without even blinking an eye. Really, I see bright things for Xander Schauffele in the future. Next, we have Rory McIlroy. I have 2 of his autograph cards. Again, one from BGS and one from PSA. He's another one from Ireland who I just love. Just a great young golfer on tour right now. He's won several majors, and I can see several more in his future. Really has a great all-around game. I'm going to try to get through the rest of these quick and try to make this less than a 20-minute video. We have Luke Donald, who had a #1 ranking a couple years back for most of the calendar year, I believe. We have Bubba Watson, Adam Scott, Phil Mickelson. This is his first SI Kids card, but he does have cards that precede this from Upper Deck. In 2002, I believe it's Upper Deck and an SP Authentics auto. Really nice cards to go after if you were a Phil Mickelson fan, which there are a lot of us out there because he is definitely one of the more popular players on tour. Padraig Harrington, Vijay Singh, who had a very nice PGA career, still going strong on the senior tour. Retief Goosen out of South Africa. Mike Weir. David Duval, who had a very short career, but successful when he played. Very good analyst right now. Michael Jordan card. Yes, this card is, as I said earlier, remember this is a kids magazine, so once in a while they did do quirky things, and this was an April Fool's card produced in 1997. I apologize for the glare. So yes, that's Michael Jordan's head transposed onto a Tiger Woods body. As you see, that's Tiger's signature fist pump there. But I can definitely consider this to be a Jordan card because it has Jordan's name posted on the front of it. A lot of people sell it as a Tiger Woods card. You can go either way, but generally you can find it out there online for $10 to $20. Nick Price. Greg Norman. One of the great English golfers of all time, Nick Faldo. John Daly. One of the best drivers of the ball I've ever seen. His career was kind of shortened due to his some personal problems, but boy could he hit the ball. Tom Kite. Freddie Couples. Bobby Jones. Golf legend. Of course, interesting about Bobby Jones, he has a card from the 1933 Gowdy Sports King series, made famous by the Babe Ruth cards that came out of that set. But yes, he does have a card in that 1933 Gowdy set. You can generally find it for a couple $100 in a low grade. Nice card to have if you were old school, an old time golf card collector. Seve Ballesteros out of Spain. Curtis Strange, one heck of a golfer back in his day. And last but not least, on the men's side, on the PGA Tour golf cards from SI for Kids, is the Jack Nicklaus card. This is a fairly sought-after card. It's one of the earlier cards. It's from the second year of SI for Kids from 1990. And of course, Jack, all-time great. Currently the all-time leader in major wins, but Tiger still has a chance at chasing him down. And now we just have some of the women's golf cards to look at. I'm going to try to go through these quickly. I'll stop on a couple, but mostly I'm going to try to get them all in so we can have a look at each one. I'll start with the most recent and chronologically and go back to the oldest, back from 1989. Okay, we have Brooke Henderson, Haley Moore, Sung-Hyun Park, Pernilla Lindbergh, Lydia Ko, Arya Utanagarn, Virginia Elena Carta, Emma Talley. There are 2 Stacey Lewis cards produced. This one being her rookie, this one being her second card. Inbee Park. Great Michelle Wee. This is actually the first of 3 Michelle Wee cards produced by SI for Kids. SI Kids. I will show you the other 2 momentarily. Yanni Sang, Ai Miyazato, Brittany Lincecum, one of the longest hitters on the LPGA Tour right now, Suzanne Petterson. Next, we have Lorena Ochoa, Two cards by her, of her. She was really a successful golfer in a short career. She left young to go pursue other endeavors in life, but she really had quite a career in just the 6 or 7 years she played. Isabel Lendl. Sayri Pak. This will be the first of 3 cards you see from her as well. Speaking of which, here is the second Mcllroy. Amanda Blumenhurst. This is the second Sayri Pak card. And this is the Mcllroy rookie card. Let me stop here for a second to give you other, since this is one of the most sought after LPGA cards by SI for Kids cards. This was a 2003 rookie. She also has a 2003 rookie review card, which can also be considered her rookie. It does predate this SI for Kids, which came out in 2004, but they were much more heavily produced. So a lot of people do consider this to be the rookie card. She does also have some cards from 2011 and 12 Leaf, but this is the rookie card. And she is the one of only 2 women to play on the PGA Tour with the men's, the other being Annika Sorenstam, and we're going to get to her cards momentarily. Next we have Paula Kramer. Jennifer Rosales. Sayri Pak again. Here are 2 of the aforementioned Annika Sorenstam cards. These are her second and third cards produced. We'll be getting to her rookie card shortly. This is the Sayri Pak rookie card. This is the Carrie Webb rookie card. And here is the Annika Sorenstam. This is probably the most pricey of the SI for Kids women golf cards out there. She had a very, very successful career, and like I said earlier, she did play on the men's. I believe she had entered 2 tournaments, if I'm not mistaken, with the men's. But this precedes her other rookie card from 2003 rookie review by a full 7 years. So this is really the most sought after card on the women's tour. Finishing up quickly, we got Marissa Baena, Helen Alfredson out of Sweden, Laura Davies out of England, Dottie Mcllroy, Amy Alcott, Betsy King, Meg Mallon, Pat Bradley, Patty Sheehan, the great Nancy Lopez, and a couple legend cards of Mcllroy and Kathy Whitworth. Alright, that's going to do it today for the golf segment on our video chain. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a great day.